All right, thank you all for being here. UFC President Dana White is in the building, ready to go with the stare downs for UFC 259, Blachowicz versus Adesanya. 15 fights coming your way live on Saturday night. We'll begin with the UFC Fight Pass prelims. First out of the shoot in the bantamweight division, Mario Bautista versus Trevin 5-Star Jones. All right, next up in the UFC's lightweight division, Uroš the Dr. Medic versus Alon Cruz. All right, next prelim comes your way in the UFC women's strawweight division, 15th ranked Lavinia, the Brazilian Gangsta Souza versus Amanda Lemos. All right, next up in the UFC welterweight division, it'll be Sean Brady versus Jake the Celtic Kid Matthews. All right, at light heavyweight, Kennedy African Savage Nzechukwu versus Carlos Black Jag Ulberg. All right, and the featured bout of the early prelims in the UFC flyweight division, 12th ranked Tim Elliott versus Jordan the Gamer Espinosa. All right, our next four prelims at UFC 259 can be seen live on ESPN. First out of the shoot in the flyweight division, Rogerio Bonturin versus Kai Don't Blink Kara France. All right, next up also at flyweight, second-ranked Joseph Benavidez versus number 3 Askar Bullet Askarov. All right, next prelim comes your way in the UFC's bantamweight division, Song Yadong versus Kyler the Matrix Phillips. And our featured prelim also at 135 pounds, the former two-time UFC bantamweight champion Dominic Cruz versus Casey Kenny. All right, now we get to the main card live on pay-per-view, UFC 259, Blachowicz versus Adesanya. First up in the light heavyweight division, two of the division's top four, Thiago Marreta Santos versus Alexander Rakic. All right, next up at lightweight, 14th ranked Islam Makhachev versus Drew Dober. All right, now we get to the first of three UFC title fights coming your way tomorrow night. First up for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship, the champion Piotr No Mercy Yan in his first defense against the number one contender, Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling. And with that backdrop, we get to the co-headliner for the UFC Women's Featherweight Championship, Amanda Nunes, making her second defense at 145 pounds against the challenger, Megan Anderson. And finally, our main event, champion versus champion for the UFC's undisputed light heavyweight title, Jan Blachowicz in his first defense against the UFC middleweight king, Israel Adesanya. Jan Blachowicz versus Israel Adesanya, your main event tomorrow night at UFC 259, live on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. 15 fights, folks. Buckle up. We'll see you tomorrow night.